Well, obviously the CV is very, very important. And I think the first thing that I look at as a potential employer is the graphic content. If it's well ordered, beautifully and thoughtfully presented, it will engage me and it will show me a care about design, basically. And I think also that within the CV, the candidate needs to be very clear about their job role in all the projects that they're showing. Because quite often people come in and they show you all of these projects as though they were the chief person in all roles, but obviously they're not. So they've got to have an honesty about what their involvement was, what their responsibilities were. Well, obviously the person themselves. If a candidate for a job comes in and he's clear, articulate, a reasonable amount of confidence, then I think, okay, this is a person that first of all can represent our practice to clients. You know, the way they dress is important, because I think they should dress as they would dress coming to the office. It's part of their culture, and so you look at them thinking, will this person fit into the culture of our practice? Might be far left field, but it still is a cultural statement, and it's very, very interesting to see that. By all means, digital. I think it's really quite good to be speaking to images, particularly if the office can put their portfolio up on the wall and they can stand and talk to it. In a way, it's like a little presentation, or even on their computer, just swivel it round and show you. I can't tell you the number of times someone's come in with his USB and it's not compatible, it doesn't quite work. They start fiddling around, my God, this was working yesterday, but now it's not. Sweat comes out. So I think always have a hard copy. A candidate, just on his own behalf and for his own interest, should be asking, what sort of role can I play in this practice? How do I fit in with the team? What are the chains of command, as it were? How do I work with the people around me? What is the mentoring in the office like? How, all of the cultural questions about whether that candidate actually really wants to be in your practice. And I think the worst question a candidate can ask is probably, do you pay overtime? The message to myself at the very commencement of my career would be, don't think you know it all just because you've come out of school. And in fact, my advice to any students would be, try to get holiday work in an office. Understand the office environment, look at what the people around you are doing. I think the balance between, a philosophical ideal education, the freedom of education, but combined with the rigour and real demands of an office, are a very, very important blend. Three words to describe our practice, I think, would be inquiring, collaboration, design. The culture in our office is quite profound because we've become quite a large practice. And when you become a large practice, you can tend to corporatise and get officious, and you can get party politics. The wonderful thing about our practice is it started as a studio, and even though it's now quite large, it still operates like a studio. So the quality of mentoring, teamwork in our office is very, very high, and everyone looks out for each other and covers each other, and no one's left to feel exposed. Nobody should feel exposed. You have to instill in all team members, whether they're a director or a junior, the sense that there's always another person to back you up, give you advice because their experience covers it. So I think that mentoring at all levels is really, really important.